told you. Okay. And you can say hi, Daddy. There's Daddy right there. Say hi, Daddy. Hi, Daddy. He can't look over it's against the rules. I think he heard you though. I do too.
The national anthem will be sung this afternoon by Recruit Training Officer John Atkinson. And for those of you who are uniformed today, your present arms and order arms will be called by the honor guard.
Good afternoon. Before we pray, I have a question for you, and it's not a rhetorical question. Are you proud?
Yes!
As you should be.
The Team A training officer is also John Atkinson. And next to him is Officer Anthony D'Souza for Team B. And rounding out my team is Officer Desiree Thompson, who runs Team Charlie for us.
So this is my chance, probably my only chance to thank you. So on behalf of 1 million people in San Jose that are grateful for your service, thank you for what you do for these young men and women, and you will help them for many, many years to come.
Yeah, this is our third police academy graduation after a lull for a while, for a few years actually. And so with a recent opening remark tradition, we usually get started this way. So let's get started. Class 20, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Chief.
All right, very nice. And I'll tell you, like I mentioned, it's a third time up here doing this, and I'm starting to have a hard time finding new material. But it's great to talk about them. It's just hard finding new material. And it kind of brings us back retirement recognition dinner for our retirees, or full recent retirees, which was pretty special, celebrating and reminiscing their career. Do those things to not only really celebrate the careers of our men and women that have gone before us, like the mayor said, but also our new recruits that are going to carry on the tradition for us. Sitting on stage, anxiously awaiting to get pinned, knowing the significance of being a sworn San Jose police officer, and the hard work it took to get there. And just knowing that was a very proud moment. And I have a Glock. It's a Model 17, a 9mm, and they were cleaning their weapons as well, and it was the same weapon. And I said, "Oh, you got a small talk. You have a Glock too?" "Oh, yes, sir." I said, "Oh, what model is it?" And he goes, "Model 17, sir." I go, "Oh, same one I have, 9mm. How do you like it?" So we're talking about it, and just small talk about the weapon and double action compared to single action, just cop stuff. And I had said, "Yeah, I've had it for quite a while." And I got back to thinking. I said, "Well, let's see, I've had it. Since I was in special operation, I was doing the math. I've had it since probably about 1990, 1991. And they kind of look at each other. They're talking amongst themselves. And I go, "Yeah, a long time, huh?" And he goes, "Yes, sir. It's older than I am." So I got my gun, finished cleaning, and kind of walked out. Let me go back to my desk. But, that's kind of put it in perspective for me. And today I just want to talk about one area, and that area is regarding our core principles, specifically the R in our city, and obviously I won't go into that, but our city, R-C-I-T-I, and what it means to us, but specifically the R for respect. And that's coupled with professionalism and empathy, and they all go hand in hand.
One of these young officers, it's going to be hard for me to start calling him officer, I hope you'll forgive me. I spent the last 6 months yelling at him. So, for those of you who live with them know that, yeah, thank you for sharing them, because I think we may have taken over most of their life for the last 6 months. It's a lot of hard work going through a police academy, and I have nothing but respect for an individual who puts in the kind of time on campus and the kind of time at home studying to learn all the tasks they have to learn, to pass all the tests that they have to pass, to ultimately succeed in that venture, because not everyone did. We started this class with 54 individuals, and today on the stage there are 43. So this is quite a feat that they've accomplished, and they deserve a hand.
Good afternoon. Thank you all for coming out and welcome to our graduation. I'd like to first begin by announcing on behalf of Class 20 who we've chosen as our favorite instructor. This is particularly difficult for us because we've had many qualified and excellent instructors come through the academy. But this instructor had a unique way of teaching that we felt was not only extremely effective, but also very enjoyable. There was never a dull moment in his class. Not every instructor will let a bunch of 43 recruits unload their inert OC canisters on him, or let us take a quiz in our gas masks. So with that, I would like to proudly announce Sergeant Soroka as our Class 20 favorite instructor.
I can't tell you how deeply honored I am to get this. We started off together as a group. And the first day I saw them, IOC sprayed them. I exposed them to chemical riot agents, CN gas and CS gas. The next time I saw this group, I got to yell, gas, 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 and they had to don their gas mask and take a test in their gas mask. Add a little extra stress to the day. And then I got to contaminate them with a biological stimulant to show them how to respond to a weapons of mass destruction event.
I would like to share some of our experiences and our growth at the Academy with you. When we first showed up, we were a bunch of individuals. Some of us were ready for the next 6 months of the Academy, and some of us, well, not so much. We were disorganized, confused, and looked like a group of deer in headlights. We started as a group of 54. We looked like a soup sandwich, as the training officers or TOs would say. We were yelled at, torn apart, and were given criticism for the things that we did. Through all that, we began to better ourselves. We came together and we helped each other out. We lost a few recruits to injuries, some just up and quit, and some could not make it through the academy. We learned that each of us had special skills that could help each other throughout the academy. If we ever had a question about a learning domain, we could talk to Sohal or Helton. If we had a question about a penal code or radio code, Woodrow always had the answer. If we wanted help with physical training, Buckholz would help us out. If we needed a laugh, Reese could always get us to chuckle, and when we were feeling down, Ink always had something positive to say. Now I could go on and on about every person in our academy and what they brought to the table, but frankly, we just don't have the time. We have had some very fun times throughout the academy. Watching Reese march himself through the quad, calling cadence to himself. Gatch spinning half the day.
this is a great time for us. Again, I just want to welcome you to the department.
What do you do when you hear your eyeballs and you look at the person who's yelling?
He's really small. Why are you not sitting here? Please.
Here, Sergeant! Here, Sergeant! You couldn't more than a shave this morning? Are you kidding me? Where are you right now? We're not doing drill just because it's fun in the academy. We're doing drill because we're trying to get you to learn how to listen and to pay attention and to work as a team, even under a modicum of stress. There will be a modicum of stress in this job. You learned it? You need to call the manufacturer. Your iron is defective. Feel the control in your
Good afternoon. I'm sure glad they didn't have tasers when I went through the academy 40 years ago. When I did go to the academy just over 40 years ago, There's only 288 hours of training. We're over 1,000 hours of training that our officers went through. We're very proud of them. They did an outstanding job, and I get to certify their training. By the powers vested in me as the president of the South Bay Regional Public Safety Training Consortium, as approved by the faculty thereof and by the Board of Trustees of the Joint Powers Agency, as well as the Board of Trustees of your transcripting college and the Commission on Peace Officer Standards and Training Post, I hereby confer the certificate of training to the members of this academy class. Congratulations, San Jose 20. Academy, please be seated.
Did you guys notice at the beginning of the academy, when we were yelling the most, they were in a khaki-colored outfit? So they're not in that anymore, are they? Their goal was to be in the San Jose Blues, but that's something that you have to earn in our academy. So you start out in khakis. And right around the middle of the academy, you have a major inspection where you show up in your khakis and you demonstrate that you have achieved everything you should have achieved by that point. And if you're on track, we let them start wearing their blues. And then if they stay on track, we give them that shiny hat badge to go on their hat. And then what's missing? The badge, right? They desperately want their badges. And you can see them up here, bright and shiny from where you are. If you look at them closely, they're a little rough around the edges. Those badges have been in circulation for over 20 years. So some of those badges, when I started this job, I wouldn't be surprised if they might have been worn by one of our deputy chiefs or assistant chiefs, maybe even our chief. You wear that for your first 10 months with a sort of generic number on it. And when you get through your first year, you're given a badge with your very own badge number on it. You carry that for as long as you work here. But in the beginning, you carry the same badge that I carried, the chiefs carried, the TOs carried. Officer Ray, come on forward. Officer Connect, come on forward for your badge. Officer Lee, come on up. Come on up, folks. Officer Helmut is going to have his badge pinned by his girlfriend, Danielle. Officer Inc. is going to have his pinned by his wife and his daughter, Megan, Cameron, Austin. Officer Connect is having his pinned by his mother and father, Deborah and Wayne. And Officer Lee has his wife pinning his badge, Sarah Lee. probation, and they have to stay, and we talk about what we're gonna do the next day, and they're coming back the next day, every day, and at the end of it, we fall them out. And this is the one time they're not coming back. So we're not gonna fall them out today. We're gonna dismiss them. So, I'm gonna bring them down the hall here. They're gonna dismiss them one last time, then they're gonna be all yours. If folks could clear the aisles for me for just a moment. Ready? Face. Forward. March. Ready? Face.
No. Holding stand. Congratulations. I know there's a lot of stuff. I'm gonna high five. Thank you, Grandpa. All right. I like your hat, Cameron. Thank you.
Cameron, come here. Cam.
Good times. Better over now.
And then when I saw them changing you guys, I burst into tears. I thought, oh my goodness. And then I just heard, oh, no way. Oh, where's my...
Smile, you guys. Hey, Sharon and Brian, smile. Got it.
I do. Not normally this rock hard and robust.
Yeah.
Is call low?
I like your hat. No, I think you should how come it's not going?
Well, okay, you gonna get a picture with Brian?
I'm trying to see your eyes. I just found out I was deployed with Susan's dad. What? Such a trip. Yeah. Just found that out. All right, we'll see you.
Come on, Bible. Come on, Bible. Let's go. And one of the other recruits is rooting for
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Martin.